History is developing, history is in the making. Every day that comes and leaves, deposit a footprint of history, that which you must understand. And of course, while victors are growing, the number of Williams are also growing. And that brings us to the Biafran question. The history, surrounding the Biafran question. Various characters, various individuals who have risen and fallen, and those who are also extensively sustaining their footprint. So one of those characters we want to talk about today is the character of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who has done exceptionally well in educating the people, conscientizing the people towards the Biafran project. And for those of you who might not understand the importance of information, the importance of, awakening, sending a footprint of consciousness in the minds of the people, it is greater than weapon. That which Mazi Nnamdi Kanu had extensively done, and is also doing it tomorrow. You see, people think that the highest weapon you have in the world, on the planet Earth today, is the weapon of mass destruction, the nuclear weapons and other WMDs. But honestly speaking, the highest weapon in the possession of strong men is information. How you're able to manage information, how you're able to, maximize it, sends a strong signal out there. That's why most people have destroyed themselves, because they were misinformed, they were disinformed. Information is very, very important. Information is power. Certain individuals, certain race, certain people have destroyed themselves because of the weapon of information that was deployed on them. And that's why, as a people, we own ourselves the responsibility, the duty to filter, analyze every single information out there. And that is where we now come on the character of Simon Ekpa. Let us have an objective analysis, devoid of sentiment and emotion, because that is how a serious race is known for. Objectivity, logic, and sense should guide their actions, not emotion. That seem to be bewildering us as a people. So let's look at certain actions of his and draw up our submission. So we have to start with the character of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who arose to lead his people towards the self-determination project of Biafra. And it will interest you to know that he went to UK for studies, and he got highly disturbed as a result of what his people were facing. So the hatred against his people, the Igbo people, got him involved into mobilization of the Igbos, Biafrans, all over the world to seek for self-determination, which is a just cause. He has this to say about his early life.
As I said before, I traveled to England to study for a reason and for a purpose. You cannot tell me that in England they have gas piped all the way from the Scottish gas fields. There is 24 hours a day electricity. There is gas. If you're homeless or if you're unemployed, the government can give you what is called housing benefit. You can pay your rent and live in a decent home. They also give you money to feed as well. If I cannot do those things for my people, then my life is meaningless.
So the guiding principle that surrounds his motive towards leading his people towards liberation, restoration of Biafra, was nostalgia, love for mother's land. Okay, on the contrary, we have another character, Simon Ekpa, whose history started from going to Finland to represent Ebonyi State in sports activity. And all of a sudden, he became a lawyer without trace, without no school attended. He became a visa agent and became everything. Everything. So if there is anything Simon Ekpa is in love with, it is title, barrister without any trace of attending any legal school, Nnamdi Kanu disciple, IPOB spokesperson, and that keeps going to the level of answering a dragon, then to a prime minister. So he's crazy with title, he loves title a lot. So in one of the interviews he had, the interviewer asked him if he can die for Biafra, if he can go home and die for Biafra, and he has this to say.
In another country.
Sorry?
You're in Finland.
Yes.
So wouldn't it be better if you went back home and did the political thing there?
You should know. You see, I learn from what happened to others. I don't want to put my life in danger because the country, as far as I'm concerned, does not exist. Any country that does not respect the rule of law doesn't exist.
You're scared you might be killed?
Not everybody. You know that. You can say that as well. Yes.
That is quite interesting. Someone who is afraid to die for the cause he claimed he pursued is busy sending people to kill others, destroy their properties. The same people he claims he wants to defend or liberate, he's busy terrorizing them, including a pregnant woman.
She can give you her all. She can go naked for her family to be okay. She used to say that if she would die for her family to be okay, that she's willing to sacrifice her life.
Why Simon Ekpa said he's afraid to die for the cause he claimed he's fighting for. This is what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has to say.
Are you not afraid for your life? And what happens?
I am dead already.
And at what happens if anything happens to you now? Do you have succession plans?
I am dead already. I was pouring some water, I do apologize. I am dead already. The only thing that can bring me back to life is Biafra. This life is meaningless without freedom, not just freedom.
Okay, in the previous clip, Simon Ekpa said he cannot die for Biafra. He can't risk his life for that. Let's also see what he said.
I want to deliver you and deliver others. I have told you to forget whatever Nelly said about Biafra is dead. You yourself know that Biafra is dead.
Okay, that is fine. You just heard him saying Biafra is dead. And I asked a question. If Biafra is dead, what then is he fighting for? If Biafra is dead, according to his submission, and mind you, this submission was made, till today he has not retracted that submission. What it means, his position remains his position. He has never refuted it. He has never retracted it. He has never, for those of you who might not really understand what retraction is, he has never withdrew that statement. It means that that statement is still strong. And the question I want to ask, what then is he fighting for? Is he fighting against Biafra? Or is he fighting to sustain what he claims is dead? The question remains for you to answer.